Okay, how you going, guys? Back in the Silverback's Den of Gains with a raise can because it's leg day. Yep, gonna suck it up and put the knee to use today. So, done what I could to try and get the knee recovered as fast as possible. Even did a castor oil wrap on my knee, and then put Glad wrap around it, and then my knee sleeves to protect it overnight. Hopefully that helped. It actually doesn't feel too bad in a lot of positions. It's only when I load it in a bent position and I'm trying to get extension of the knee. That is the only position it shoots a sharp pain into the VMO, if anything, the insertion, which is the closest part to the knee of the VMO, the internal teardrop muscle. So, if that's starting to flare up a bit, I'm just going to be focusing more on hamstring posterior chain movements because I am definitely not gonna train legs. I'm wanting to make sure that I'm still progressing towards some sort of either growth in the legs or at least maintenance of muscle in the legs, because to be perfectly honest and transparent with you guys, I feel like my legs have been a weakness pretty much my whole time bodybuilding, and it did start from neglecting it. I'm gonna be one of the first people to put my hand up and say that I did neglect my legs in the very, very beginning. Just wait. Oh. Was that ASMR? I don't know. But I did neglect it in the beginning. Don't do it, guys. This is me telling you, and it's basically future you right now telling you, don't skip leg day. Don't skip leg day. Don't chuck on tracksuit pants and train double arm day 3 times a week or bullshit like that. Get your legs done. Plus, I guarantee people will be super duper 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 impressed if you've got some muscle on your legs. Do it. Okay, so with today, I'm gonna be doing, what am I gonna be doing? I'm probably gonna start with some RDLs. I'll start super light. I'm not gonna film those sets just to get some warm up and get everything feeling a bit nice. I might actually even start before that, going upstairs and rolling out my legs a little bit and trying to loosen up the muscles a smidge, because they definitely are tight from that the knee issues that I've been having. And then I'll be having a look at maybe trying to do a press compound movement. I'll see what feels good, guys. You know, we've got a pendulum squat here. I might even try that. That might be surprisingly not bad. But yeah, some sort of compound leg press would be awesome. If I could just get that in there, I'd be really happy. And then some isolates, leg press, hamstring curl, and then some carvies at the very end. Did my cardio this morning, guys, 30 minutes on the treadie. So everything's going very well. Fairly well hydrated, ready to rock and roll, so nothing to it but to smash this delicious Raise can down. Dude, I'm not even sponsored by these guys, and I keep promoting the shit out of this. I really need to make a snippet of this and zoom in and be like, Raise, sponsor me. Either way, leave me with that. I'm gonna head on over to do some warming up, get some basic warmer sets done on the RDL, stiff-legged deadlifts, to get the hamstring and glutes and just that posterior, so the back chain of muscles, the posterior chain firing off. And then, yeah, you'll see me hopefully throwing around maybe I don't know, we'll see, maybe 120 or 140 for good sets of 8 or something like that. We'll see how we go. Either way, guys, leave me to it. Okay, guys. So, just done a couple sets, just on the 60 kilos to warm up a little bit, just to try and get a little bit of activation and try to, I guess you could say, jumpstart the motor neural pattern of this movement, because honestly, I haven't done this in a long time. So I'm not gonna go stupid today, but I wouldn't mind trying to mess around with 120 to 140. Just gonna do 80 now, maybe bust out around about 10-ish reps. See how we go, then I'll up it to 100 and we'll go from there. So when you're doing this one, guys, there's a few things that need to be understood about them. One, it's not a deadlift. What that means is that the usual deadlift, which would incorporate a lot more knee bend, you want to try and take that out of the equation. The whole point you do stiff-legged deadlifts, or RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, as they're also kind of known, is that you want to keep the knees not straight, but stiff and long. The reason why is because we're trying to generate the stretch contraction in the hamstrings or the posterior chain primarily. So we're trying to really elongate the hamstrings and get the glutes on. Both of those, especially hamstrings really, while doing this movement. That means It looks very similar to a deadlift. You engage your lats, keep your chest up, stiff, strong back, hinging at the hips correctly, coming down to the bar, grab, you lift it up. You can start it like a deadlift if you want, and then from the top, we change gears, we keep our knees stiff, go down, try to get the bar around shin level, and then come back up. You don't want to tap the ground. You can if you've got incredible range of motion and that your hamstrings just don't really get don't get too tight yet. Some people tap the ground if they've got that flexibility. I kind of strangely do, but ultimately you just want to go until your stretch is at its limit in the hamstrings. A lot of people will go down to here, they've got no more stretch in their hamstrings, and they'll round their lower back to tap the ground. Don't do that. You are cheating the rep. You are actually going to then start using your erectors and your back to do the movement, and that will actually upset your back a bit more. You actually may even hurt your back if you prolong do that, and your discs aren't in an optimal position. So, what you want to do, you're coming up to the bar, all the way down, get a nice grip, ass out, chest up, lats on, bring it up, starting at the top, glutes engaged, guys, down, nice stretch, come back up. Simple as that. I'm going to do 8 more reps from here. Okay, now I may have actually lost count and done 12, but that's what you want to be doing. So you should be feeling that primarily in your hamstrings if you're doing it right. Your glutes should feel like they're turning on, which is good, that's a great sign. If you get up and you don't find that your glutes have actually turned on during that whole situation, then chances are your glutes are underactive, they're not activated. And if you're trying to do an SDL, a deadlift, a rack pull, a squat, any kind of movement that requires the posterior chain, you're gonna end up fucking yourself if you don't have your glutes engaged. So, I might do a video another time showing how to engage the glutes, but I just did some band work and some glute bridges and stuff like that before I started. So either way, guys, that was just 80 for, I don't know, 10 or 12. I'm gonna up it up to 100, and we'll just go up in increments of 20 at a time. Okay, let's go up. Okay, time for the cheeky 100. It's interesting that when you don't do this movement for a very long time, your hamstrings kind of feel it. Like, it's not like a normal kind of muscular sore, it's kind of like a, how do I put it? Like the muscles feel like they've got a little bit of a sting in them. It's interesting, not like a tear, Jesus. I've torn my hamstring before, guys. That's actually something to mention. The only muscle I've torn, and it's probably a reason why this leg has a bit of trouble, is I tore, I think it's my semitendinosus or membranosus, could have been the biceps femoris. I'm actually not 100% sure. I just had a big tennis ball or a bit bigger size bruise on the back of my hamstring at one point after doing a bit of a sprint. Thought I just cramped it up. Nah, it tore. So careful, make sure you warm up. The older you get, the bigger you get, and the less you train those movements of sprinting and explosive plyometric movements, the more you need to warm up, guys. It's a sad fact, but it's true. Avoid tears. Warm up the muscles first. Okay, enough yammering. Let's do this 100. I don't know how I'm going for, 8 to 10, and we'll go from there. I'll use wraps after this, guys. Right now, I'm probably at my comfortable limit with my grip. I can lift heavier with my grip, but I don't want to focus on my grip. That actually wasn't too bad at all, guys. Yeah. Okay, wrist wraps up to 120, and then we'll go for 10 of that, I reckon. Let's go. Okay, guys, so 120. Again, using straps just so I can hold on to the weight and not think about my grip as much. I'd probably be fine to use no straps on this, but at the end of the day, I don't want to be sitting there focusing on my grip too much when I really want to be focusing on one muscle connection in my hamstrings and my posterior chain. So yeah, let's just bust out maybe about 8 to 10 of these, see how we go, and go from there. Nice easy 10, guys. Yep, let's up it to 140. Okay. I don't know if that's a good angle. It's probably shit house. I'm trying to be very dynamic and move my camera around. Make it look all sexy cool, if I can. Okay guys, got 140 loaded on the bar. Oh, gross. I don't want to put this in my mouth. Okay, gotta do what you gotta do, guys, for the gains. So, gonna try 8 of this. I will stop at 8. If I can do 8 very well, I'll try 160. And I know I shouldn't be pushing it too much in my first time, but this is actually feeling pretty good. And my hamstrings are definitely firing off, because visually in the mirror they're looking a lot better than when I came in. A lot. Okay. Locking those lats in. It felt good, but let's be realistic, guys. It is probably smart of me not to push the buck. Literally doing this for the first time, probably over a year. I know, pretty silly. It is actually such a great movement that I believe if you want some hamstring mass, you should be doing. And honestly, hamstrings add so much size to the wheels, it's just leaving gains on the table. So yes, that's me having a go at myself too. So, and if it's you, do it, guys. Do what's best for yourself. Don't cop out. That's half the reason I'm doing these vids, remember? So I stop copping out. Easy to self-justify things. Maybe get a friend or a coach or someone to train with who helps keep you accountable. That's why I'm doing these vids. Accountability, guys. I don't want to look like a pussy, shitty, half-assed gym person, you know, kind of using my ego against me, you know what I mean? So I've got pride in what I do. I want to do well, and I want to get the most out of it too. So yeah, I didn't realize how many sets of this I'd be doing. I am running short on time. I'll try and fit in one more set, maybe, and then I'll be doing just some isolates. Actually, I don't have the time. The clock's not working. I better check because I've got a Christmas lunch or dinner. Oh shit, okay. Sadly enough, guys, I think I'll leave it there. I've got to leave here in less than an hour to have dinner, early dinner with my mum and family and stuff like that. So I'll cut that there. That was pretty good, guys. My hamstrings definitely feel activated, stimulated, and swole. Got a good pump in the hemis. Very happy with that, actually, guys. Honestly, I was a bit worried about how that movement would feel because I've been having issues in my lower back, around the lumbar, SIJ joint region, and my knee. But my knee actually coped very well with that because, again, stacking it's fine. Even tensing it in a way is fine, but knee bend contractile extension hurts. So, okay, let's head on over to the leg extension. Wish me luck. This is the one that's going to test it the most, guys. Whew. Okay, guys, leg extensions. Now, moment of truth for this knee, really. Hopefully it feels pretty good. I'm just starting on 80 pounds, I'm gonna guess they're pounds, on the stack and that's about a third of the stack. Now, yeah, I'm going to do slow, controlled, big stretch, big squeeze, just to really get the most out of it, but I'll also be listening to my nerves to check pain tolerance of the knee. It's all about making sure you're pushing it at a comfortable muscular pain, but not at, I guess, a damagey kind of pain. So you kind of got to know, it's a bit of experience here, guys, but you need to listen to your body. You can't be pushing through injury and thinking, I'm tough, I'm pushing through injury, this is what machines do, I want to be the best, and that's what machines, the best do, they're machines, blah, 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 blah. That's a stupid mentality. Everyone has their limits. Everything has their limits, and so do soft tissue. And that's the thing, is that, of course, look, I'm here doing this thing for a reason. I want to grow, so I'll be pushing it, but I also want to listen to my body. So I'm going to quit yammering and just get to it, and we'll see how we feel. Okay, here we go. So that's honestly better than I thought it would be. I still feel a light pain, but in all honesty, I can work with this, I think. I'll tell you by the end of the set.
Your intention is actually the story. And if you're not willing to tell your story,
okay. So far, so good. I can definitely feel a strain feeling happening in here, but I'm actually happy with that. It's not as stingy, burny, stabby as it was feeling before. So hopefully it doesn't get worse between sets. That can definitely happen. That's what actually happened last time. I actually filmed that first set that I showed on the day where I hurt my knee, and then I filmed the second set after it, and it was so pathetic. I didn't include it, guys. I actually literally just went, and I just sat there for like 20 seconds. And it was just one of those pathetic, pitiful moments of myself feeling sorry for myself. At the end of the day, I didn't really feel like adding it in. It was a bit shit and downer-y. It's real though, it is real. So that's just what happens in the gym sometimes. But we recover, we rebuild, we adapt, we conquer. That's what we do here. So I'm happy with that, guys. Let's up it to 120. So we're gonna go up in increments of 40. If I do this well, we'll go up again. But again, I want to listen to my knee. I want to push it. I want the blood flow. I want some stimulation. I want to stimulate these bad boys to grow. But I ain't going to sit there and have another week off the gym because I get impatient and I want to impress you guys. Again, this is for accountability, but I'm not an idiot. Well, you know, not fully at least. Okay. Okay, we've got 120 loaded on there, guys. I want to get straight into it. I didn't feel like super fatigued from that first one. It was good. It activated the muscles. Didn't fatigue them though, so I only had a short rest. Here we go, guys. Nice squeeze, get everything on. Okay, that was a bit better. That time, I actually felt a bit of muscular fatigue, which is good, so I'm starting to move around a weight. I did it super slow so that I could make sure that everything was, I guess, on. Everything that I wanted to be on was on, so I didn't feel like I had any instability of that knee, because that's where I feel like it has the most trouble. When I go a bit gung-ho and I don't use a bit of mind-muscle connection to focus on the individual muscles and try to recruit everything before I actually kick up that weight and extend the knee. So that felt heaps better. Happy with that. It still feels a bit funny, but honestly, this is going a lot better than I expected. So I'll up it again, 160. I might just do 2 sets of 160, guys, and then leave it at that. I don't want to overdo it. I just want to get some stimulation happening, blood flow, tell the muscles not to go away. I want some legs, guys. I don't want to be a Dorito with little dangly string legs. So yeah, yeah, let me have a rest. I'm gonna smash out this 160. $160, this is gonna be where it really tells me if my knee's back to where I want it to be or not. Honestly, it's already back to where I want it to be. I didn't actually expect to do the 120 so well. 160 would actually be pretty awesome because I can work with that. You know, guys, like I've said this before, I'm technically prepping. I'm at the very early stages, sure, but I'm dieting, and when I'm dieting, the last thing I want to do is go easy on my muscle groups. I'd love to keep stimulating them for growth, which I'm trying to right now, but as time goes, it's going to be harder for them to grow, and I'll be more focusing on maintaining the muscle. So, yeah, I don't want to undertrain my legs during that period, guys. It's my weakest link. I want them to look good on stage. I don't need them to be massive. I don't need them to be a standout point, but I want them to at least be proportionate and not look stupid. That's my big goal. Okay, 160. Here we go. Oh. Oh, yes. I will admit, there was about 4 or 5 reps there where it started to sting, but they weren't the last ones. That's the weirdest thing. I think it was the first 4, I was like, oh yeah, and then, sorry, first 5, 6, it was like, oh yeah. Then it was about 4 or 5 reps, I was like, oh shit. And then, the last maybe 4 reps, when I started really gunning them out and kind of like, I don't know, it just felt a lot better. Weird. When I stopped, weirdly enough, it's come back a little bit of a pain. But hey guys, I'm happy with that. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Whew. Okay, one more set. And we move over to hamstring curls. I'm gonna superset that with carbs, but you guys won't see the carbs. I'm actually running super press for time. Yes, I just looked at my wrist like I had a watch, which I didn't. Like a goofball. Oh. Shit, yeah. Okay, last set, best set of this one, guys. Put on some tunage. Oh, I'm still holding, I just switched over the batteries of the camera. I'm still holding the damn spare battery. Okay, let's put on something with, hey, there's Vegeta on the front cover. I think so. Hard style too. Ooh. That's where it's at. Right. Woohoo! I just did 20 instead. Whoa! Oh, yes! It feels so good. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Oh, shit, I better sit here, otherwise you won't be able to see me. Yeah, that's awesome, guys. 20 reps. 160 on the stack, whatever that is. Way less pain, way less. Out of all those sets, that was the easiest in pain, hardest in contraction. Fuck yeah. That's so good. Legs are coming back. That's so relieving, guys. Like, it just pisses me off when I start this thing, camera, filming, prep, all of it, and then your knee goes. Nothing worse. Shit, yes. Okay. Okay, calm down, man. Still got hammies to go. And carbs. Let's do it. Okay. Gotta punch these out quick, guys. Bit of a superset. Gosh dang. Whoever's in this, sure. Oh maybe I've just got long legs. Daddy long legs. Okay. So yeah, punch these out super quick. I've only got like 15 minutes. Jesus. If that, maybe I could push it a little longer. Okay. So this supersetted with calf raises, just so that I don't neglect the old calvy boys. I've got all right calf genetics, but I can't rely on not doing calves and just having that. Okay. So fairly heavy straight away. Making sure that everything's on. Okay, oh, get in. Straight to carbies. Oh. You know what, I might as well film the standing calf raise. It's right, almost right next to, Jesus, these right up. Soon you'll be seeing my ass crack. That was a bit aggressive. My bottom crevice is probably more elegant. Okay. This could be a smidge lower. Nice and easy, guys. Felt good. So with that, just a nice stretch, squeeze. Super important on carbs in my opinion, guys. The stretch and the squeeze, both of those. If you're not hitting both end ranges of that motion to really squeeze and stretch the calf, leaving gains on the table. Simple as that. And if you want big ball sack looking calf muscles, gastrocnemius heads, you're not going to get it by just barely moving your damn ankles. Full dorsiflexion, which means and full plantar flexion, which is that of the ankle. Okay, straight back to the hammies, guys. Oh boy. So what I'm doing is I'm including my rest times of the active set of the calf raises for my hamstring curls, if that made sense. So when I'm doing my calf raises, I count that time that I'm doing that as a in-between rest period for my hamstrings. And then I'll rest a smidge more, not much more, don't have the time for it. Okay. Now, preferably, here's a bit of clue with this one, guys. This is actually probably one of the best isolate hamstring muscle exercises you can do. Second favorite to doing the knee supported hamstring curl, one leg at a time hamstring curls. These are actually pretty awesome, honestly, otherwise if you've got a machine. So why is because you've actually got a hinge at the hips. You are at an L shape at the hips. What that does is it actually pulls your posterior chain, which tugs on all the muscles down your back, including the tie-ins of your hamstrings, so that when you get full extension of the knee at the top of your set, you're actually stretching the shit out of your hamstrings. That means you're gonna get a lot better stretch-mediated hypertrophy. That's why I think this honestly is the best, maybe tied with the knee-supported, one leg at a time, plate-loaded hamstring curl. But yeah, this is my favorite. It's better than lying hamstring curl, in my opinion. Okay, let's bust these out. And to make it harder, based off what I said, you can actually lean forward as long as your chest is up and your ass is out and you're not hunching over like this with your hips not really that hinged. Here we go. Get out of here. 2. One more set, guys. Okay, let's get these calves done. You know what? That's the machine over there. So, straight to it, guys. Nothing but to do it. Oh, I like to always make sure I end on a stretch with that one, guys. Oh, holy shit. I don't even know if I've had enough rest. My hamstrings feel absolutely friggin' fried. Oh, 'cause you gotta remember when you're doing calf raises, you actually are still getting some stretch through your hamstrings. So they're not getting complete rest. Fun fact about rest times, which I'll probably mention time and time again, is that your ATP, your explosive energy, your sprint energy, which lasts for about 10 seconds, which is the main energy you use in a lot of your heavier sets, that actually gets burnt pretty quick. But when it comes to replenishment, it takes roughly 30 seconds to get to about 70% replenishment, but it takes a full 3 minutes to get 100%. So it's like recovers real quick and then it slows the heck down. So you do need a solid little bit of rest to get them back up to scratch. Okay. Hopefully I'm at about 80 to 90%. So, let's get it done, Matt. I don't want to make my family wait for Christmas. Okay, we're done with that. Quickly, guys. Calf raises. Come me, you. Sorry for manhandling you guys. Needs to be done. Okay. Oh boy. Holy shit, we're done. We're done. Okay. So that's the rest of the leg day, guys. I better call it quits here. Sorry you haven't had this up angle. You're gonna see all my frog gullet ribbit. Fat face. That's what I have until about halfway through my prep and it all shrivels back in. But off season, pumpkin head mode activate. Anyway, stop yammering, man. I've got to go, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed leg day. I'm super stoked that my knee's feeling a shitload better. Tomorrow is going to be fun. That's all I'm going to say. Why? We'll see. We'll see, but it is shoulder day, I believe. So stay tuned for that one. Let's just say ho, ho, ho. Okay, I'll leave you guys to it. You guys have a good one. Stay safe, stay sexy, stay swole, and stay tuned. Catch you later, guys. Where's the button? There it is.